From the 10th Annual Beaufort International Film Festival, Grant Johnson's with me now, directed the short The Tutor, which also had a big reaction from the crowd today. Q&A was fairly interesting. I think that there's a great story behind this film, and it has something to do with you.
Well, thank you. I have dyslexia, and I wanted to make a film about it. So I worked with some of my friends, and we put together a screenplay, Pat and myself, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's mainly about dyslexia, so just had a blast.
But it also had a little bit of a family affair going on.
Oh yeah.
Your sister is the lead.
Yeah, my sister's in the film.
Mm-hmm.
It was very entertaining because I'm her older brother.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, younger brother.
Yeah.
She's my older sister, so it was very interesting for me to direct my older sister, and she was a lot of fun. She was so nice and did a great job. Fantastic.
This at the core of this dyslexia is the key, but also it has to do with art.
Yeah.
And the perception of the world around us.
Yeah, I found that most people view dyslexia as this disability, and they focus on the dis rather than the ability. Because I found that dyslexia, it gives me an advantage in things that I do, such as film and things like that. And I found using the gift that I have gives me an edge over everybody. The thing is my sister and I, at a young age, we started painting, and that was great. And I loved telling stories, and I kind of wanted to do art and storytelling, but I couldn't write.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents gave me a camera when I was 7 or 8 years old, and ever since then I had always used that to tell story. It was always a lot of fun, and I'm so thankful for parents that were willing to do that for me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, you told a story during the Q&A about going to research crocodiles in India and heading eventually intending to head off to the great white sharks.
I tried to do filmmaking, like I went and did it through high school, but then tried college. But most of the colleges I tried kind of told me that it was something that I couldn't do because of dyslexia. They're like, well, yes, you can make it into school, but it's so tough, you're not going to make it with dyslexia. So I decided to go into something else, and my next love was wildlife. And so I went out and did research with crocodiles in India, had a lot of fun there. Never had so much of an exciting moment of scooping up poop in my life.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got chased around. I was like, dude, seriously, I'm just...
You don't want to know how I got it, yeah.
So,
right.
It was just kind of funny that it was just, it was a fun experience, a lot of learning, loved the people in India, but came back and was going to do white shark research, and my dad's kind of like, hey, maybe you should instead do film school again. There's this other film school we kind of started to learn about, and it was more hands-on,
Yep.
and instead of book reading and things like that. So he's like, white shark research, or, there's this, and trying to convince me not to get eaten by a shark, pretty much.
Right. There's some who would call the movie industry swimming with sharks, too.
Yeah,
so there
just
you go.
a different type of shark, probably more deadly.
Right, exactly.
I was kind of talking to my mom. She's like, you could kind of do that later, work with sharks later, but haven't gone back to doing that. I've loved film ever since. It was a great school for me to go to. It was a lot of hands-on work.
Mm-hmm.
Got to meet a lot of great classmates and great people afterwards. That provide such great opportunities. Loved it.
Speaking of opportunities, you mentioned that this was a huge opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Beaufort, how's your experience?
It's one of my favorite festivals I've been to, if not.
We hear that a lot here in these chairs. What makes it so great? What sets it apart from everything else?
The thing is like I go to festivals and they'll have great people, right? And they'll have maybe great location or great food, or they have things that they're good with, but they don't have them all. Mm-hmm. It's usually like one or two, but this one has them all. And the people, like going into you make films for people to watch, and it's great when you can come in and have all these people who watch your film and they really love and enjoy the film and they react to the film. It's hard because when you watch it with filmmakers, a lot of times we're kind of all critical of each other. We're kind of
some of the first guys to offer compliments were a couple of filmmakers.
Yeah. So, but here it puts a great attitude to begin with. So rather than kind of people trying to put each other down. I've noticed it's building each other up. It's like I've met some great filmmakers here. I'm like, we're all hoping to try to get an award here or something like that. But the great part about it is, in the end, if one of them wins, great, because I've got to meet them, and they're an amazing filmmaker, an amazing person, and I know who they are. And if they succeed, it helps me. And it's not about I'm better than you. It's about, hey, look, we're all in this together, and great connections, great people.
That's right.
I just love it.
Beaufort International Film Festival is a great support group, right?
Yeah, it's just awesome. I love it. I came here thinking, okay, another festival, and this is from day one. It's like, wow, this is incredible. This is awesome. Showed up, and the people are so nice. They just dragged me in, and they're like, oh, you got to meet this person, this person, this person, and it was. They introduced me to everybody. They helped me out. Most of the time, it's kind of like you're having to put yourself out there over and over. This one, it's just like walk in, the first person I met, boom.
So it's a little less exhausting than having to market yourself in your film the whole time.
It was great. Had a lot of people, and then they became excited and fans of my film before they got to see it. And they were like, oh, wanting to see it. And then it's been great because just walking around after the screening, everybody's coming up, oh, loved your film, oh, great. And it's just like, the thing is, the same thing happened. I got to meet some actors from, Last Night.
Interwoven.
Yeah, Interwoven. They are great. They're great guys. And it's just like getting to know them, the director and the actors. I get excited about their film. It's just...
Yeah, it's like a big family.
Yeah,
You'll be back.
Great.
For sure. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm crossing my fingers that I can get a film done in time to come back, next year. So I've got to get the pedal to the metal here.
A lot of returnees. Good luck. The film is The Tutor. It is stunning. And you get more at BeaufortFilmFestival.com and LowCountryWeekly.com.